Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you a cool phrase, a cool lick in pentatonic scale. It's D minor pentatonic scale, and then I'm going to talk about some fragments from that scale and how you can learn from them for your pentatonic phrases. Well, first thing first, we got this chord I started with over here, and the one thing you can learn from this chord is that you can replace your roots in your triads. So hopefully you've been working on your triads. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to replace each root of that triad into a 9 or a second degree. You know, so if you're in C major, it will sound like this. C major triad, and we get this sound. If we're going to stay in the C major tonality, so this is going to be a flat 9 for the E minor. And then for the F, if we change it, we get this, which is the same shape that we had for the C major 7. So we get this. For the G7 we can do this, A minor. So just from that first chord I played, you can already learn a bunch of cool chords just by moving it diatonically. Okay, so after that I played this. Now let's just talk about the first few notes. So you can already feel this kind of 5 quintuplet kind of feel, right? Which in conical is ta di gi na dom. So you get this. If you move this diatonically, you're gonna get a bunch of cool stuff. Now, whenever I'm playing pentatonic scale, I like to think about some diatonic stuff from the Dorian scale. In this case, from the 3rd degree of D, F major 7 can be constructed to get a cool sound like the add 9. So that's a really cool sound that you can start using into your pentatonic lines. Now, this shape is one of my favorite shapes of the pentatonic scale, and this is a sus arpeggio. So you get this kind of structure. Now this structure over here is super cool and also comes from the knowledge of triads, right? So you can see that you can, if you know a G major triad, for example, if you raise the 3rd, you get a sus4, G sus4. And over D minor, that gives us the 4th, the 7th, and the root. This pattern is actually something I learned from Michael Brecker. But he uses some chromatics in there over his solo and impressions with McCoy Tyner. But what I'm using over here in this phrase is more closer to the pentatonic because it doesn't have any chromatics. But this is more of a pentatonic thing going on over here, or a Dorian thing, and I'm adding a 9 as well. So now you can see that this entire lesson can be thought as a Dorian lesson or a pentatonic lesson, which is basically pretty similar. So what's going on over here is I'm kind of creating this structure around the 9. You see, this 9 is kind of like a pivot tone. I could even take it further and just go like... You know, so a good concept that you can start thinking about is like taking like one note and kind of aiming with other notes around it. And then I'm proceeding with playing the arpeggio. So this is the 9 going to the root, the 7, the 5, the flat 3 to the root. So what you can learn from this is whenever you're learning an arpeggio, start adding the 9 into it. Even if it's a 4-note arpeggio like, you know, this minor 7 arpeggio, you can also add the 9 and get some more color. So far we have this. Cool chord, cool structure, cool major 7 arpeggio or from the 3rd, a cool pentatonic sus4 sound with this sus arpeggio from the 4th degree of that pentatonic. Then this structure with this pivot note being the 9, and then a 5-note arpeggio, minor 7 at 9. Just a little pentatonic movement over there, and I ended it with actually playing around the triad. So you can see that this is a second inversion triad of D minor, right? I'm just playing this phrase from the pentatonic scale, and that's basically it. Another thing that you can learn from this phrase is the contour. So you have this kind of like movement over the more higher mid-high register of the instrument, going kind of like within a position, you know, creating something within a position, but then aiming forwards, moving to another position, right? Also a lower register. So this is already another position, it's actually the other position. And then another position right here. And then another position over here. So you see, I kind of moved within different positions, creating a longer phrase. And that comes a lot when you just practice your position, you know, being able to phrase with any position you learn. And then it becomes a more of like a horizontal kind of longer movement, hopefully with some flow and some cool ideas, you know, various ideas. So in this lesson I shared openly some ideas that you can now take and implement over your pentatonic scale ideas. Now if you want to dive so much deeper, understand all of the triads, all of the arpeggios, how to take these kind of concepts and apply them over chord changes, and also be able to add chromatics and really go deeper into these kind of stuff, where I'm going to show you how you can connect all of the different elements, you know, over 96 videos, so I have more time to show you that. You're invited to check out my Galactic Modern Guitar series, and the link to access that is in the description of this video. That's it, as always, super fun, it's been super fun. I can't believe that we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. By the way, if you didn't hit the bell yet or subscribe, please make sure to do that now. Super excited about this channel. I've been chatting with a ton of you guys here, and so if you're hearing this, you know, right now, hey, thanks so much for all the support, your comments, and the fact that you're joining Galactic Modern Guitar and we're doing this community together is life-changing to me, and I hope to give you the best value, as much as value as I can. I'm really happy to do these videos, and it's starting to become more natural to me. So that's it, guys. I'm super happy you're here. Please, again, make sure to subscribe. If you're into checking a cool video about some more abstract kind of sounds, check out this diminished scale video, which is pretty cool. And I'll see you in the next video.